And so I think we can go through now and just recap some of the transfers that have happened this window, and maybe you give it a grade.
All right.
Based on not the club's perspective, but I think based on whether it's a good move for the player or not.
Sounds good.
Makes sense? Let's do it. I couldn't find an exhaustive list, so this is me just trying to find players based off memory as well. It's not like, in Football Manager, you can just easily pull up. Transfer Market doesn't have that same feature.
They should just let you sort by nationality as opposed to nation or club.
Oh, I'm literally trying to do that right now, and it's just, you have to do it by nation. James, let's just go. I've got a bit of a list here. If I've forgotten anyone, stupid, then if I've forgotten anyone, then it is what it is. You can let us know. Get in touch and go, Lachlan, you dropped the ball here, buddy. Starting off with a big one, Harry Souttar to Leicester.
It's an A+.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic move, especially because he's playing.
Or as they say in England, A star.
None of that here. Baily Wright on loan from Rotherham, to Rotherham, I should say, from Sunderland.
For him, B+. He's going to be playing football. Simple as that.
Was he not playing football at Sunderland?
No, not really.
He's a real head scratcher for me. Just his career for the last couple of years, I don't fully understand. But it's a loan move for him to earn some more football. Mass Luongo to Ipswich Town from Middlesbrough.
B+ as well. Will play football.
The Viking boys, I'm calling them, Nick D'Agostino and Patrick Yazbek.
D'Agostino, I'll give an A- to. I think it's a good move. I worry about the football calendar over there, the amount of minutes he's going to get, the competition, things like that, just because of the location. But it's a foray into Europe, good step for his career, so an A-. For Yazbek, I think it may be a bit early for him, and for that reason, I'm going to go down towards a B. I think he still needed another 6 months, but I can understand why Sydney let him go, because it was a good deal, a good fee.
Alex Gersbach.
That's a D for me. It's a bad move. He was playing well, really well, regularly in League Two. For me, probably should have been on the plane to Qatar as our backup left back. And now he's gone to the MLS, which I think is a huge step back in his career, because he could have been playing semi-regular League One football next year. So it's a D for me. Actually, no. It's a D-. It's very close to an E. It would be an E if it was like Qatar or Saudi Arabia. It's a D-, not the end of the world, but a very bad career move.
Okay, very interesting. I would hate to be a kid in your class, your grading system. It's like, oh, hey, buddy, D-, wasn't quite an E. You wrote the title on the page.
You put your name down.
Yeah, okay. Tyrese Francois, recalled?
Hard. It's a hard one to judge. If he plays, it's very much an A. But I don't know if he will. So I'm going to give it a B-, I think, because it all pivots on how much he plays, how regularly he plays. If he averages, say, 20 minutes a game for the rest of the season, it's an A. If he plays 20 minutes every month for the rest of the season, it's like a C. So I'm going to go somewhere in the middle and say a B-.
Jordan Lyden to Leyton Orient?
It's a solid B. He's back playing club football. He's probably at a lower level than what his ability is, but that should also be beneficial for him to build match minutes, get back to fitness, and play regular first-team football again for the first time in a calendar year.
Awer Mabil to Prague.
It's a D+. I would say it's Awer Mabil, he has glaring weaknesses that need to be addressed for him to continue to be a Soccerwhos regular, in my mind. Part of the reason of what kept him in the Soccerwhos squad was, one, lack of depth in the wing, and two, he was a prospect. It was prospective development. And I think that is now gone in my eyes. Who Awer Mabil is who he is now at this stage of his career. I don't see much development out of him. And for that reason, I think he is now officially out of Soccerwhos regulars. He's now a fringe Soccerwhos in my mind. He may get there from time to time. He may not. And this move is a bad move, I think. I think he'll play regularly. I think he'll be able to have decent performances, but it's a very low standard compared to the rest of his career, and it doesn't push him to grow in the areas he needs to grow. So it's a D+.
Garang Kuol.
The Newcastle bit, A+. The Hearts bit, an A, I'd say. Good loan move to a club with other Australians. Will play, evidently. It would have been an A+, I think, if it was someone to like the Netherlands, I think, which is the perfect league for him. But it's still an exceptionally good league for him. It's not an A+ because, well, the manager isn't the smartest, apparently, playing him as a central midfielder. Or maybe he's a genius and we just haven't realised it yet. But for me, an A, not a perfect loan move, but a very, very good one nonetheless.
Tete Yengi.
To Northampton, down in League 2. I would give this B+. It's a solid move. He, of course, was over in Finland on loan from Ipswich. And that was all just about, hey, have a really good foray of first-team football. Score goals, prove that you're a good professional footballer. And he did just that. And now for the next 6 months, it's like, okay, come back to England, show you can do it in England at a slightly higher level. And this is a great area for him in terms of league position, league difficulty, and opportunity. It's a solid B+.
Bit of an interesting one. Definitely more for the future. Gomulka to the Raw.
It's a solid C, I'd say. He will probably feature alongside Kai Trewin. I think Kai Trewin is the CDM for the future for the Raw, and arguably the best young CDM in terms of talent right now in the league. But Gomulka, box-to-box midfielder, I think will be played for the Raw, which isn't his best position, but will actually play regular football, I believe, for the Raw. Potential French Soccerwhos in the future. Will play football, will hopefully develop, and could be a good opportunity for him to develop alongside who could be the future number 6 for the Socceroos as well. So just a solid C+.
Both at Central Coast Mariners, Theoharous and Wenzal-Halls.
A and B, I think. Theoharous, A, great move for him. Him and Silvera will be scary on the wings. Very good players. Wenzal-Halls, good move. Should play semi-regular football. I don't know if he'll be starting week in, week out, but will definitely be having a starting appearance here and there, and will most certainly feature off the bench, which is far better than what he was getting at Western United.
James Jeggo.
To Hibs, I'll go with an A-. I think it's a step down in terms of the league he's playing in, but I think it's a huge step up in the visibility that he's going to get from the national team manager. There's more eyes than the Scottish Premier League, more people watching, more interest from your everyday Australian. So people realise just how good James Jeggo is. And for that, I think that's why it's a good move. I think it's actually a step down for what he was playing. But for whatever reason, Australia just doesn't really watch the Belgian Pro League. So it is what it is. Good move for Jeggo. Excited to see how he grows as a leader over in Scotland.
Brad Smith.
C-, whatever.
Not as bad. Not as bad as Gersbach.
It's not a horrible backward step in his career. No, he's kind of already done that being in the MLS. And now is recovering from a torn ACL, so C-.
And finally, Matt Ryan.
A+. Great move. Phenomenal move. Will play regular football. Hopefully doesn't ship 5 every week. And in a league that really does just suit his strengths.
There you go. Well, that is the transfer wrap-up. If we've forgotten anyone, please let us know. And hopefully there might be someone else we can talk about next week who's making a transfer.